welcome to Sada Learning Hub. I am Sada Shivrao, back to a new lesson. Well, today's session flow controls in Java programming language. Flow controls describes the order in which all the statements will be executed at runtime. There is a different flow controls in Java programming language. They are the selection statements, iterative statements, and the transfer statements. Now, I am going to tell about selection statements. See, there is a different selection statements are there. Those are if else and switch statement. Now I am going to discuss about if else. If else means the argument to the if statement should be boolean. If we are providing any other type, we will get the compile time error. See here, this is an if else statements. If the condition is true, it executes this block. Hello. If condition is false, it executes this block. In this case of if else statement, else part and curly braces are optional. Without curly braces, we are allowed to take one statement under if that statement never be declarative statements, otherwise compile time error. Now I'm showing you some examples here regarding if else statements. See, this is the argument to the if statement should be boolean. If we are providing any other type, we will get a compile time error. See this, I'm creating a one class that is called example if. Now int x is equal to 0. X is a variable type int. Now I am writing the condition here. If x, it gives compile time error. If you are Java C example if dot Java, then it gives compile time error. Why? Because the argument to the if statement should be boolean. It should be boolean. Otherwise, it gives the compile time error. Incompatible types. Next, I'm explaining the one more example here. See, I'm creating a one class with the example if I am passing int x is equal 10 if x is equal to 20. See here, if x is equal 20 means we are assigning 20 value into the x. This is not comparison. That's why whenever you are compiling this program, it gives the compile time error. Next, I can show you one more example. These are the different examples. See, I'm comparing if x is equal to 20. Here, this is the double is equal to is the equality operator. If it returns true or false, means 10 is equal to 20, means it returns false. Whenever you are compile this program, it compiles successfully and run this program, it prints high. Why? Because if x is equal to 20 means 10 is equal to 20, it returns false. That's why it's going to else part. That's why it prints the high. Next, I can explain one more example here. I am creating a one boolean variable b. I am putting it the false. Now b is equal to true. See here, b is equal to true means it going to false is equal to true. There is no, it's going to health spot. Sorry, if it gives the compile time error. Why? Because we are assigning a true value into the boolean variable b. That's why it gives the compile time error. It gives the this class gives the compile time error. Why? Because we are assigning the value into the b. We are not comparing the value. That's why single is equal is not a comparison. It's not a equality operator. It's an assignment. That is why it gives the compile time error. See here in this example, here b contains boolean value false. Now b is equal to true. This is the comparison operator. Now it prints false is equal to true. That's why it returns false. It's coming to the else part. Now it prints the high. If you compile this program, now it returns false. Java example if it returns high. Next, see, this is the one more example. If true, if true means if true means it is true or not. It gives the this part. If whenever we are compile this program, it's successfully. Next, one more example here. If true, it's also success. It doesn't go to inside. Next, if you come to here, if true, it comes to the if true means it come to the if block. Now here we are assigning the value into the variable. Now this time it gives the compile time error. Why? Because here not a statement int x is equal to not a statement. Why? Because whenever you are writing the if condition blocks, we need to write the statements, not the declarations. Whenever we are compiling this program, it gives the compile time error. It gives the compile time error. Next, I can show you one more example here. See this, I'm creating this example. If it's x is equal 10, this is also in the same example. Sorry for that. It's a duplicate. Now, next, I'm showing you one more example here. Now, see this, I am creating a class example if it is true, I am printing the two values. Now, it is, see here, it is the depend statement on the if. This is not a dependent statement on if, right? Sorry, there is a curly braces not available. Now this is going to here. Now this is the class I'm if is true. Now it going to if block. This is depends depends statement on if. This is the depend statements on if. This is not a depend statement on if. This is a independent statement on if. Why? Because whenever we are not putting curly braces, it takes a first statement considered as a if, remaining as independent statements on if. That's why this is the regarding dependent statement on if. This is an independent statement on if. See, Semicolon is a valid Java statement which is called empty statements and it won't proceed any output. If several options are available, then it is not recommended to use if else. We should go for the switch statement. Now I can explain about switch statement. Switch statement semi if several options are available, so many options are available, then it is not recommended to use else if. We should go for the switch statement. Why? Because if there are so many statements, for example 10 statements are there, there is no it's a time to do every time comparison, every time checking the condition. That's why it is the problem. In that situation we can go for the switch statement. Now this is the syntax of a statement, switch statement. Switch of I, this is the case 1, this is the case 2, this is the case 3, and also a finally default state. Now curly braces are the mandatory. These are the curly braces are the mandatory. Both case and default are optional. This is the case and default. This is the default. Those are optional. Every statement inside switch must be under some case. Default depends on statements are not allowed. Every statement inside switch must be under some case. We are right. This is the statement. System.out.println of I. Break. These are the statements. Every statement must and should under the case. Case or a default. It may be a case or a default. Independent statements are not allowed. In the switch statement, there is no independent statements. Now I can show you some examples on here. See this. I'm creating a one class example switch. In this class, I'm creating a one switch here. Switch of X. I'm printing the hello. Now I'm compiling this program. Whenever you are compiling this program, it gives the compile time error. Why? Because in every statement contain switch, sorry, in every statement contains the switch, sorry, switch contains every statement must and should under the case or maybe a default. That's why it gives the compile time error. Whenever you are compiling this program, it gives the compile time error. It gives the compile time error. Now, next point. Until the 1.4 version, the allowed types for the switch argument. This is the switch argument. This is the switch argument. The until the 1.4 versions to allow the types of the switch arguments are byte, short, character, int. But from 1.5 version onwards, the corresponding wrapper classes byte, short, character, integer, and enum types are also allowed. Every case, every case label should be a compile time constant. Otherwise, we will get a compile time error. Every case label should be a compile time constant. Otherwise, we should get the compile time error. See, I'm creating a one class. I'm assigning int x is equal to 10 and int y is equal. I am creating a two variables with the type integer data type. I'm assigning the values x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 20. Now, I'm see, I'm writing the switch statement here. This is the case for 10, this is the case for y. Now switch of 10, it's comes come into the inside case of 10. Why? Because x contains 10. This case will be executed whenever a cursor comes into the inside of the switch statement. This case will be executed. Why? Because if x value is 10, that's why it will be executed. Now But here we are getting error. Why? Because we are mentioned y. See why? This y is it's not a constant. It's not a constant. It's a variable. See, this is here variable. It's not a constant. That's why whenever you are compile this program, it gives the compile time error. It gives the compile time error. That is, constant expression is required. Constant expression is required. We are getting exception here. Why? Because it is not a constant, but here constant expression is required. Next point, if we declare y as a final, we won't get any compile time error. If you are declaring y is a final, we didn't get any compile time error. Why? Because final variables are constants, it's not to be modified. It's not modified. Whenever we are run this program, it prints, it compiles successfully. Whenever we are run this program, it prints 10, 20. Switch arguments and case labels can be expressions also, but case should constant expression. See, case should be a constant expressions. Why? Because final is not modified. That is the constant expression. Switch arguments and case labels can be expressions also. Switch arguments and case labels can be expressions also. This is the switch arguments or case labels may be an expressions also, but case should be constant expression. This is the this case should be a constant expressions. Whenever it's compile this program, it compiles successfully. Why? Because switch arguments allows the expressions, and also case arguments allows the expressions is it must and should be a constant, right? And the next point is every case label should be within the range of switch argument type. Every case label, see, these are the case labels. Every case label should be within the range of a switch argument type. Within the range of switch argument. This is the switch. This is the argument. What's the range of byte? Some range is there. We need to we need to must and should follow the case labels should be within the range of a switch argument types. Whenever we are compiling this program, whenever we are compiling this program, it gives the compile time error. Why? Because it is the possible loss of precision. Why? Because possible loss of precision. This is the 1000. It is not in the range of byte. That is the possible loss of precision. Duplicate case labels not allowed. See this example. Duplicate case labels not allowed. See here 97 and 99. Now this is the switch argument X, the case 97, case 99, case A. See, this is the character. The value of the A is 97. A is 97. That's why duplicate case labels are not allowed. Whenever we are compiling this program, it gives the compile time error. That is duplicate case labels are not allowed. Next, see next case summary. Now, next there's the case summary. What are the principles must be followed? The case labels should be compile time constants. Case labels are should be compile time constants. Expressions also allowed but should not compile time constant expressions. Expressions also allowed in the case labels. It should it should be compile time constant expressions. Values should be within the range of switch statement arguments. Values should be within the range of switch statement argument. This is the switch statement argument. Duplicate case labels are not allowed. This is the 97. This is the A value. Is the ASCII code value is 97. That's why duplicate case labels are not allowed. Next, I'm going to discuss about fall through inside the switch. Within the switch statement, if any case is matched from that one onwards, all statements will be executed until end of the switch or break. This is called fall through inside the statement. Fall through inside the statement means within the switch statement, if any case is matched from that case onwards, all statements will be executed until the end of the switch statement or break. This is called fall through. See, for example, if switch of I contains 1, now the case is executed here. Sorry. For example, now see this one. See, I am passing x value. X value is what? 10. Now it going to this case. After that, immediately this case also executed. Why? Because there is no break. That's why it's executed all the cases. Now my statement is within the switch statement, if any case is matched, from that case onwards, all the statements will be executed until the end of the switch or break. Until the end of the switch, all statement will be executed. This is called fall through inside the switch. This is the fall through inside the switch. Now we can achieve by using the break statements. For example, see, I am creating one example. This is a I am create a variable x with the data type 0. See, I'm switch off x. These are the cases: case 0, case 1, case 2, default case. Now I am passing switch off 0. This case will be executed. After immediately, this case also will be executed. After the break, it can be terminated from the switch. Now, whenever we are compiling this program, it executes, it's compiled successfully. Now it prints 0, 1. Next, I'm going to discuss about the default case. Within the switch, we can take the default anywhere, but at most once it is a convention to take the default as a last case. This is the default. Default case. Within the switch, we can take the default anywhere. We can put it the default from start, or it may be end, or it may be a middle. But most ones it convention to take the default as the last one. But our coding conventions default case must and should be it's a last one. It is the convention. Otherwise, we can put it in anywhere in the default case. See, this is the default case. Next, see, this is the default case.
Thank you so much watching this video. Hope this lesson helpful to you. Keep watching our lessons. Keep writing to us. Do not forget subscribe our channel Learning Hub because we have many sessions that would help you to develop our skills, and I will be back soon. Till then you take care. Bye bye.